Hello, Candice Sanderson, author of The Reluctant Messenger. I'm going to share with you a meditation that I had at the beginning of the year. Literally, it was January 1st, 2019. For more information on the vision that I had, you can read my blog. If you're watching this on YouTube, I will include a link to the blog in the description below. Otherwise, you can find the blog on my website, CandiceSanderson.com. There'll be more information, more detail. But I began the year by going to Church of Spiritual Light, which is a little over an hour from where I live in Naples, Florida. They have the most wonderful Reiki and crystal bowl meditation twice a month. And I felt like this was a perfect way to start the new year, going to this. The way the church is set up for this event, the crystal bowls, there's several of them, are in the center of the room, and then around the perimeter of the room are lounge chairs or cots where we all lie down. And there's this one place that I just love to go. It's a little corner, and there's just enough light where I can open up my journal and write the experiences that I have. And this is what happened. As soon as I settled into my space, I heard the words "Sea of Life," and then I saw myself in a vision in what I guess was the Sea of Life. I guess I'll never get used to the feeling and the excitement when I actually see myself within a vision. There's two of me. My perspective of being in the vision feels so real. It feels as real as life. I use all of my emotions. I use all of the senses. I can feel wind in my hair. I can hear birds singing in the background. Whatever the situation is, I'm totally present, totally there. Yet from the other perspective, as the observer, I'm also observing everything that happens. So it's like being in two places at one time. It's amazing. But this is what happened with me. I found myself in the middle of an ocean, or probably the Sea of Life. There were these huge waves, and I was deep down in the middle of a trough. And then I was watching myself. I was petrified. I was flailing. I was obviously in trouble. Then my observer me panned back, and I could see more of the ocean. There was no land in sight, and I was almost overcome by these waves. And then another wave came, but this was a wave of panic, sheer panic, as I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? But as soon as I felt that panic, the messenger spoke. The words were, "Let go. Let yourself go in these divine waters. These waters wash away energies that tarnish your soul. Let it remove those blemishes, leaving a clean slate in its stead. Go with the flow, and do not let small circumstances prevent you from embracing your life. Accept your life with all of its challenges. Be at one with the universe, the multiverse." And with those words, I felt much more calm, and I was just allowed myself to ride these waves of life. Another vision came, and I saw myself as I'm lying on the cot, surrounding the bowls at Church of Spiritual Light. This huge pyramid comes down and covers me, and almost immediately it begins turning into a pyramid of ash, a lot like those cone-shaped incense that you can burn. So what had been this pyramid above me, and that included me, was now this cone shape of nothing but ash. Immediately, I saw an active volcano in the middle of the ocean, and it is spewing, hot lava, and it just seems like there's so much destruction. But then I realized this was in the middle of the ocean, apparently that sea of life, and this event with the volcano would become the foundation for new growth, because new islands would be formed. And I realized this must have been a message for me. Was this preparing me for new growth? I remember the term trials by fire. We all have trials by fire. Some of us we have more trials than others. But are these trials by fire, like the volcano, opportunities for us to grow? I think they are. And then I had another message. It is the true vision, the awakening from within, for the heart shall lead you unto the path of righteousness. And as I heard those words, that pyramid once again covered my body, but it was no longer ash. It was the stone structure that I had seen from before. And I felt this vibration, this stirring in my heart. And all of a sudden, a red laser beam shot up from my heart. Red, I guess, from the blood from the heart, just shot straight up through me and through the very tip of that through the apex of the pyramid. And I knew that it was connecting all the way to the cosmos. And when I saw the light, I heard the words that this shaft of light was lighting the way of truth. It is through the eyes of the heart where the path to true wisdom lies. And as soon as I jotted those words down, I saw another pyramid, but this was an inverted pyramid, and it came from above and was straight over and touching the apex of the other pyramid. That light that had gone up, that red laser beam, went up through the apex of both pyramids and continued all the way through the cosmos. And it was connecting like both hemispheres or both dimensions. I realized that one pyramid on top of the other represented, it looked like an hourglass, so it represented that as above, so below concept. And then with that thought, the message continued. As humans raise their vibrations and connect with the most holy ones, they shorten the distance between dimensions. With their hearts, they bring a little bit of heaven into their earthly realm. With each heart that reaches out and connects with sacred realms, transformation occurs, not only for the human, but for the precious earth upon which they live. Change occurs, unity occurs. What was once impossible becomes possible. Living through the eyes of the heart, the veils are lifted. That was the end of the vision. And as I tried to process this information, I was trying to figure out, well, what was my takeaway from this? What was the lesson for me? And I think it's by really paying attention to our hearts, we allow divine guidance to flow. When we learn to see the world through the eyes of our heart, then we open up worlds of possibilities, endless possibilities. Our hearts will show us our true connections to everything that's around us. And as the messenger said, living through the eyes of the heart, the veils are lifted. So we start feeling a connection not only to everything, to other people, but we see and experience the connections to Source, to angels, to the Creator. The connection is there, And by using the eyes of the heart, we can actually experience that. So I thought this was a beautiful way to begin the new year. And I hope that I can continue through this year, 2019, by viewing everything through the eyes of the heart. So that is it for now. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful week, wonderful month, wonderful year, wonderful life. If you would like to subscribe below, please, subscribe, please do so. You can click on subscribe below. Click on the little icon with the bell if you would like to be notified when I upload new videos. So I hope you enjoy, and everyone have a wonderful time. Thank you. Bye-bye.